What's up, everybody? Jason Suel here, along with Betsy Rawlings, a little right about now. So glad that you are tuned in to learn all the things that are happening right about now. Whoops, and I'm dropping my breakfast on the floor.
He's throwing stuff all over
Betsy,
the place.
what's up? How are you?
Hey, Jason.
Yes.
Take
over for a second while I
doing a
grab
little better
this.
than you. You got to disappear for a second to get your food off of the floor.
I got it. Can I tell you what this is?
Yes.
Okay, so I don't know if you remember. We talked a couple of weeks ago about my favorite gingerbread, which comes from the Lake District in England.
Yes.
This is not it.
Disappointment.
Yeah, it is disappointing, but for the last 2 years, due to, I don't know, some kind of import-export tariffs that are happening right now, they haven't been able to ship that stuff over to the United States. So we make our own version at home, which is
even better.
Fantastic. And it's made with love, you know, so that's the best ingredient. So anyway, I have some fake Grasmere gingerbread. If you're looking it up, if you're ever in the Lake District in England, yes, Grasmere gingerbread is absolutely fantastic, and you should go check it out. It's made out of a tiny little place, and they distribute worldwide, except for the United States right now, but hopefully they're going to be coming back to us
I
someday
hope so,
soon.
because after you talked about that a couple of episodes ago, I did get online to try to order it, and it was not possible.
Right,
it was
exactly.
Sad.
It's so sad. It is so sad.
But gingerbread is one of those, I feel like we only think about gingerbread this time of year.
Yeah.
But it's actually a really good cookie.
You know, we had a segment on Good Day KNWA, the lifestyle show this week, where we were doing some this or that's. And one of our this or that questions was gingerbread or sugar cookies. And I said, what would you say? Gingerbread or sugar cookies? It's a hard one, isn't it?
Gosh, that really is tough, because a good sugar cookie is really good.
Yeah.
But I think I'd have to choose gingerbread, because so often you get that sugar cookie that's just, it looks pretty, but it's meh.
Yeah.
So I think I'd go gingerbread. What'd you go with?
Yeah, we went, both of us, me and Mackenzie, both went with gingerbread.
Okay.
My reasoning was a little more like, it's very topical right now to talk about gingerbread, because this is, like you said, it's the only time of year when we really talk about gingerbread. It's around the rest of the year. You can get it, but you're more likely to have a sugar cookie. So there's something kind of magical. It really fits the season, the cold weather, a little, you know, the bite of the ginger with the sweetness of the cookie. It's just a good combo. So anyway, that's what we went with.
Well, I'm glad that gingerbread won out.
Yes.
And that's no diss to a sugar cookie.
No diss.
There are some good sugar cookies
Absolutely.
out there.
I'm trying to remember some of our other this or that's to see what your answers are. I can't.
I want to know.
Oh, here's one. This or that. Hot chocolate or cider. What do you go for?
Okay, so I go for hot chocolate over cider.
Okay.
Cider to me tends to get a little too sugary. Now that said, if I'm spiking my cider,
right,
I'm gonna go with cider over hot chocolate, just because I feel like it spikes a little better.
Why would you ever do that?
Version?
Yeah, we both went with cider.
Okay.
But I think the reason was similar to what I described before, whereas it seems like you can have hot chocolate anytime. When the fall comes, people are having hot chocolate, but it doesn't seem like when fall comes, people are like, I got to grab a hot cider. It seems like that's a little more specific to kind of the build up to the holidays, and then
you
do
do start to see a lot of apple cider everything.
Right. You know, it is apple season, I suppose, like late October. It makes a lot of sense, but I just feel like you have hot chocolate most of the rest of the year. Yeah. Except for the hot months. I guess I don't know anybody who's really grabbing a hot chocolate in July, but you can.
Well, I mean, they sell cold versions of hot chocolate too.
Don't they sell now cold and hot versions of everything ever made?
Of everything.
Yeah.
And typically I find the hot version is better.
I can remember, maybe I can't remember when this was invented, because that would be ridiculous. But I can remember when iced coffee started becoming a thing that you would get at Starbucks, because to me, Starbucks was always, you got a hot drink from there. And I still, to this day, I don't really understand. I don't drink a lot of coffee, but I don't really understand iced coffee. It's like you make hot coffee and then you pour it on ice.
And then you pour it on ice. They have they now do cold brew, which
Right.
is different.
It is. That's a whole different thing.
It's a whole different thing. But I agree. Like, I will do an iced coffee every now and then if it's just really hot outside, but I really want a coffee.
I
But
think that's it. I
still-
think it's catering to the people who still want their caffeine coffee fix or just their coffee fix, but it's hot outside.
They make all
Maybe
of
not.
their fancy seasonal flavors in iced as well. I think they do a big iced, at least at Starbucks. They do a big iced business. But I'm all for that hot drink, even if it's 110 outside.
Yeah, I always lean towards a hot
I
drink.
want to have a hot. If it's a tea or if it's a coffee, I want it hot.
Yes, 100%. Well, we got a lot to talk about.
So
Just
much.
totally switching gears. We're going to be talking about a big movie coming out, is Avatar. Reviews are in. We're going to give you a little bit of the scoop on that. We're talking about new Olympic sports or sport that is coming your way
Yeah,
this
couple variations on sports that are already there, but then one new sport.
Right, exactly. Yes. So those are kind of trending and hot topics. And then we're going to give you a ton of things because it is the holiday season. So if you do find yourself in Northwest Arkansas, there are tons of events that you can go to, you can check out. Even if you're coming here from out of town, maybe you're tuning in right now because you're like, I want to know what's happening in Northwest Arkansas. Well, this is the place to be because we're going to give you a menu of things to do coming up here in Northwest Arkansas. Sounds kind of fun, doesn't it?
I think it sounds like a blast.
All right, so that's the plan. That's where we're headed, and we're glad that you're tuned in. Stay with us. We'll be right back with a little more right about now.
2, 3, 4. One, two, three, four.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Ooh, it's a little bit loud. Sorry about that. Welcome back to Right About Now. Jason, Suel, Betsy, Rawlings. We were just having an interesting discussion sort of before we came back on about, because holiday travel season is coming up. A lot of people are going to be hitting the byways and the skyways. And I'm curious to your preferred preference when you're flying, because I feel like there's a bunch of different schools of thought, but there's mainly like two big camps, right? People who want to be there early, so they're set, ready to go. People who don't mind kind of like just throwing it to chance, and I'm going to show up when I show up, and if
Getting
the
there
plane
at
is
the
still
last
there,
second.
it's going to be there, and if it's not, I'll figure it out, right? So where do you fall on that spectrum?
I honestly, I fall like right in the middle. I don't want to be sitting in the airport at my gate for 3 hours
Right.
before the flight, but I want to know that I have enough time to get through security. You always have to look at the gate. Even
Yeah.
you know the gate's there, but you always have to look
You got
at
to
the
get
gate.
eyes on it. You got to get eyes on the
But
gate.
then, have a second to go to the bathroom, know that I can check the boards if something is kind of messing up a little bit,
Yep.
and just have a second to breathe before everything starts boarding. So I'm not one that wants to walk up as we're boarding, but I'm also
You don't want too much lag time.
I want no more than an hour of sitting there.
Yeah.
That still feels like a whole lot of time to have to sit at the gate. But every airport is a little different.
True.
And so knowing that security can play a big role, how long it's going to take to get through security. And I'm a little nervous because we will be traveling over the holidays. It always gets a little more hectic.
See, that's a little bit
in the
questionable.
holiday season.
So for me, I like to be there in probably 30 minutes before you, I
Yeah.
feel like.
Yeah.
I go by the like 2 hours rule.
Mhm.
With XNA, I will get to the airport at 2 hours. I don't feel like I have to get through everything at
Mhm.
2 hours or whatever, because it's going to take a little bit of time. But a couple of things change that. International flights stress me out.
Now those I do, I will give I would like to have a little more time there.
And holiday travel also sort of stresses me out.
Mhm.
And with holiday travel, I always go ahead and anticipate if I'm connecting that I'm going to miss that connection and I'm going to have to be on the phone. I need to put my brain into that space so that I'm not stressed out when that actually happens and
I
I'm not
get that.
blindsided. I need to think, you know what? There's a good chance that this connecting flight, some weather somewhere, especially if I'm going through Chicago, some weather, some storm is going to prevent it from actually taking off and landing. So, if I go with that in mind, I'm much calmer of a traveler.
Yeah, I can appreciate that. I can appreciate that. Making sure that you have thought through all of your different options, because there is an intensity about your plane is delayed for whatever reason. You're sitting on the tarmac. You haven't even gotten to the gate to disembark yet,
Right.
and you already knew that you had a tight connection. And how long is that going to take?
Right.
And
Yeah.
that part
Stressful.
can get a little overwhelming. It's the arriving super early thing.
Yeah.
That
A lot of people like to get there real early, don't
there
they?
are a lot of people who really like to go super early because they want to just walk the airport.
That's
My
true.
sister-in-law is one of those
Interesting.
people. She wants to go shopping at the airport.
Now,
I'm
I
like,
can appreciate that at a bigger airport. At our airport, I'm like, I could hit all the shops in our airport in,
yeah.
I'm going to say 2.5 minutes.
Yes, easily. There is, there is some really cool shopping in bigger ones, but
Sure.
my suitcase is already
It's already packed.
packed.
It's already packed. I know.
What am I going to buy at the airport unless I have not
That
had the
duty free,
opportunity
that
to
duty free
get-
fragrance.
Oh, that's yeah.
Those are the big international airports, right?
Yeah.
But
you
then
can
there's
do the
the
duty
trouble of you not only just the skyways, but you have the byways. You have cars, right? So you get to your destination. Potentially, you gotta get that rental car. You've got to drive to your next destination.
It always does seem to take longer to do a rental car, even a Turo, than it seems like it should.
Yeah, longer than it should.
That
Absolutely.
process, how has that not gotten faster?
Yeah, I agree. And I think, okay, if I'm like being empathetic, I don't feel like they employ a lot of people, or the people that they do employ are working extra hours or long or whatever, so they're stressed out. But there's always like one person behind the whatever budget or enterprise or whatever car you're renting. There's like one person there, and I'm like, can't we maybe get two people back there to help the process out a
They
little bit?
have to know. They're in the airport. They have to know when the high times are.
Right.
I can see that you're not having multiple people there at all times, but when you've got those early mornings, those noons, those evenings where you
Yes.
know this is when everybody is coming in and out, put somebody else behind
That's
the
right.
counter.
Yeah, that's right. Absolutely. Well, I hope that if you're watching right now, you arrive and depart your holiday destination safely. And obviously, we're all praying and thinking about people who are traveling and on the roads and in the skies during this time of year. Avoid any catastrophes or
For sure.
obstacles. Smooth sailing
Absolutely.
for everybody.
For all
That's my Christmas
involved.
wish.
I love it. That's
Right.
a great wish.
Let's get to some stuff that is sort of trending right now to talk about. I got to bring up Avatar because Avatar, new movie out, a lot of hype about this movie. I'm excited to see it.
So that was going to be my question. Have you seen it yet?
No, I haven't seen it yet, but we are going. Let me see if I can pull this up. Hang on. Give me a sec.
Yep.
Give me a sec. Wait for it.
Should I play the Jeopardy
Bam.
thing?
There it is.
Okay.
Okay. So we're looking at the trailer right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to see it the weekend after Christmas, and they haven't released tickets to that weekend yet.
Wow.
which is
I'm
kinda
actually
crazy.
Really surprised that you're waiting
Well,
that
I'll tell you
long.
why is because that's the weekend that my family is coming in,
Okay.
and so we're all going to see it.
Gotcha.
So there's going to be a big group of us going. We did this a couple of years ago when the second movie came out, Way of Water, so it just kind of feels like we're returning to Pandora.
Going back and doing it again the
doing it
same
again.
way. Well, that's Dean and Keegan, our oldest, went not last year, to the last one together. And so they're actually going tonight to watch this one
Now,
together.
I have read sort of mid to high reviews, like
Yes.
in the 70s of reviews. And mostly what I've read is people have said that the visuals are mind-blowingly good, stunning, and the story is just meh. And so
That's
if
what
you're
I'm
going for
gathering.
story, it almost said it hits the same beats, like it tells a similar story to the last two movies. So it's nothing new, nothing groundbreaking. Which is crazy, right? Because James Cameron, we've seen a ton of his movies. He is an amazing director, but he seems to tell the same story over and over again.
Over and over and over again. And I feel like he's had plenty of time and created enough of a world to really be able to advance that world
Right.
in this movie.
I would
but
love.
he doesn't seem to have done that. But just for the visuals themselves, I think
It's
it would
worth the
be-
price of admission. It's going to be stunning to see. I mean, you can't even get a feel for it on this small screen we're watching it now, but it is going to be a stunning movie to see at the cinema. So we're definitely going to go see it. And
And at this
And I'm
point, we
excited to
are
hear
really
the
only
reviews.
getting the critic scores. We
Right.
really don't have enough audience score at
Yeah.
this point to know. An audience score does tend to go higher than
Right.
critics. Critics are pretty critical.
are you on
about
the?
all
Are you on
this.
Rotten Tomatoes right now?
Yes.
Where does it sit?
So the-
70?
It's sitting at 68.
68. Okay.
Mhm.
Yes. When I was last looking, it was at 70, but obviously there's been a little bit of time elapsed between this morning when I woke up,
Right.
3:00.
I
and,
I am interested though to go back and see this Piranha 2 that he put out in 1981 that got a 4 on the critic score.
out of a 4%.
4%.
Okay, Piranha 2. I watched it when I was a kid.
Did you?
I mean, it's a campy horror movie, so of course I watched it. I was very much into all of that. It's about people going into the Amazon and they get in the water and then little tiny fish eat them.
Oh, okay. So I mean, it is what you would think.
It's
it would
exactly
be with
what
a
you would
name
think
like
it would
Piranha.
be. Yeah, and not
Gotcha.
only is it Piranha, it's Piranha 2. So it's
Piranha 2.
the sequel of what has already happened in Piranha
There was
1.
already a movie about piranhas eating people.
Yes, after the producers saw what he was able to do with Piranha 2 and get that Rotten Tomatoes score up from 0 to 4%, they said, we're going to put you on Alien 2. Because, he directed the second
Yes.
Alien movie. I'm sure that has a higher score than 4% on Rotten
I would
Tomatoes.
sure hope so.
Yeah. So, we're going to see it. Still going to see it, despite what the critics say. But, it's I don't want to say it's been a steady decline. And people are saying that this score maybe is a little bit disappointing.
Mhm.
However, The Way of Water was only at a 76% critic score when it first
When it first came out,
Yeah.
when it first debuted.
So this is kind of right in line, maybe a step down from that, but the second movie, The Way of Water, was definitely a step down from the first movie. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that people are really going to see these and expecting them to the dialogue and the very rich, layered storytelling. I think we're looking for a visual stunner.
Yeah, going to be entertained through your eyes rather
Right.
than your ears.
Yeah.
I
You
mean,
don't-
why not?
you don't need that. I'll tell you something else that we are excited to see, and we
Okay.
are those nerds who are doing this.
I cannot wait.
I ca-
Edge of my seat.
Well, I'm bringing it up so that we can look at it. Ooh, here we go. Oh, no, that's not it. Wait, is this it? Oh, where is it? Well,
feels like-
we're just going to look at this.
Okay.
We're going to see Stranger Things at the cinema when it drops.
Really?
Yes, so we got tickets. I didn't know if our viewing audience knows it. Select theaters throughout the country, they're showing the finale on New Year's Eve at the cinema. So our local Malco Razorback here in Fayetteville is screening it, and they have several options on. Did I say Christmas Eve? New Year's Eve.
You did say New Year's
Okay.
Eve.
They have several. They have 4 different options on New Year's Eve, and then there's 2 options on New Year's Day if you want to go see it then as well. But we are going to see it at 9:50. We're going to ring in the new year when we walk out of this thing, probably there at the Malco. All 4 of us are into it. It's kind of, it has come into the global consciousness while our kids were growing up.
Mm-hmm.
So it seems like it's a good one to go take in as a family, and that's the way we're gonna do the new year this year. So that'll be fun. We
I
voted
feel
about
like
it, and
that's
everybody wanted to see it.
Pretty solid way to do the new year.
Yeah,
Something fun. I'm not a big go to the great big New Year party.
I'm not either.
Like
that
a movie
sort of
just sounds better.
I was 10, 15 years ago, but
Yeah.
now I'm like, honestly, me and one of the kids wanted to do this movie at 7:00, so we go home and be in bed.
See, that sounds even better to me.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
But the other factions in our family won out, and they said, no, we should go, because what else are we going to do
Right.
was their argument. And I was
They're
like,
right.
we're going to sleep. That's what we're going to do. And they're like, you're an old fuddy-duddy. And I'm like, I know, but if I could, I would be in bed at 6 o'clock.
Right, but my bed is really cozy and
Yes,
warm.
exactly. So anyway, that's going to be super fun, I think. I
That'll
hope.
be awesome. I had no idea that they were
Yeah.
putting the finale in the theaters. I think that is a fantastic
Yes.
idea.
Yeah, so just so we catch everybody up to speed, the volume 1 of the final season dropped on Thanksgiving.
Mhm.
Volume 2 of the final season drops on Christmas, and then this finale is going to drop on New Year's Eve. So exciting time, and then that's it, right? That's
And
it.
then that's it. It's done.
And I hope that they stick to that. I hope that they. I don't want to see any spinoffs. I don't want to see what Max does or
I
what.
feel like there's gonna be spinoffs.
I know, but this is it. This is the story. Can we just? There's got to be, because it's a big cash cow. You know, we're going to see spinoffs, I feel like, from the Wicked universe also
Oh,
at
I'm
some
sure.
point. But I'm like, why do we do this, Hollywood? Let's just move on to the next thing. But that's just me.
Come up with new stories.
A new story would be nice.
That'd be great. I would love a new story.
So, yeah, so that's happening as well. Should we dive into, okay, you brought up the winter hymnal song by Fleet Foxes.
Yeah, so have you heard this song?
Yes,
White
but
Winter
it's been a
Hymnal.
while, and I don't know why we're talking about it. So you got to fill me.
Okay, so this song has become. I was actually looking at top Christmas songs, and it doesn't feel like there's ever any new Christmas songs. It's just
Right,
people
sure.
putting their spin
On the same thing.
on the same.
They
old
add
things.
a new bridge or something, a new
Right.
part of the lyrics.
So, White Winter Hymnal by Fleet of Foxes. It's been around a while, but
2008.
It came into my world a few years ago when around Christmas, my elementary kids came home singing this song because they had been singing it in music class at school.
Okay.
And as I'm listening to them, I'm like, did you just, I can't tell whether you're singing a good thing or a bad thing, or how is this a Christmas song? And I really thought it would just kind of fade into the world. So at that point, I did end up looking up the lyrics and
Okay.
figuring out kind of what was going on. Thought it was just going to fade into the world, but it has gained popularity, and it is
Has it?
now truly considered a Christmas,
Christmas song.
and it is played during the Christmas season. Some people play it all year long, but it is
Sure.
played during the Christmas season. So I had to go back and look at it again and just dig a little bit deeper. So if you've not ever heard this song before, it's sung basically in the round, or it's meant to be sung in the round, where
Okay,
someone is starting,
yes.
someone is adding in, and it just kind of keeps going. And it starts out with this fun little melody that's pretty catchy, and it's these kids walking through the snow. And then it talks about their heads coming off
Okay.
and the snow turning red.
Red. That sounds like my kind of Christmas. I love stuff like that.
And so that's what caught me, was why are we singing this song? There it is. That are about people's heads falling off. But according to the writer and Fleet of Foxes member, it is based off of the melody "Whistle While You Work" from Disney.
Okay.
He wanted something that was just catchy and was in this kind of round. It goes with their feel. And it is actually about children growing up. It doesn't have a whole lot of meaning to it at all, but it's about children growing up and just changing as they grow, and everybody going in different directions. And sometimes those directions aren't what you would expect.
Right.
And just losing track of the people that have always been around you. It's a very innocent song, but it will catch you. Do you feel like this is a Christmas song?
I can see it. I love Fleet Foxes. I think they're a fantastic, underrated band.
They are great. I love this style of music.
Yeah, I do too. This song, though, I think you'd have to listen to it for a few times even to catch the lyrics, because it's sort of a song that just washes over you, and you're like, wait, what are they saying? I don't even really know. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. It took my kids were singing it for days before it ever really registered what they were saying.
Let's just go through the lyrics real quick
Okay.
of the choruses. So it says, I was following the pack all swaddled in their coats, with scarves of red tied round their throats, to keep their little heads from falling in the snow. And I turned round, and there you go. And Michael You would fall and turn the white snow red as strawberries in the summertime. I was following the pack, all swaddled in their coats with scarves of red tied round their throats to keep their little heads from falling in the snow, and I turned round, and there you go, and Michael, you would fall and turn the white snow red as strawberries in the summertime. And it repeats that,
And
obviously, several times.
It repeats that over and over and over again. And so there's a lot of juxtaposition happening here.
Uh-huh.
You've got, this, they're all warm and cozy, and they've got, you think of red scarves.
Sure,
and,
yeah. It's also
just
kind of
the
gives
brightness.
so red. It elicits Little Red Riding Hood, and we're talking about following a pack, right?
Mm-hmm.
Of wolves, I assume. Did I say wolves? It's just what I
It
assume.
doesn't, but that just kind
Following
of,
the pack,
yeah.
right? So it makes sense.
And then you turn around, and
Michael,
one of the group
Yes, is fallen in the snow,
has fallen in the
red
snow.
as strawberries in the summertime. Yep.
So,
The
yeah,
pack got him,
Pat got him.
I guess.
But
What a fun, cheery Christmas song.
I know. It is very catching. And you do find yourself just kind of floating along with it.
100%.
It's one of those songs that really reminds you that a lot of times we don't have any idea what the song we're listening to is actually about.
That is why I do my best to listen to lyrics. And I would encourage anyone out there to listen to those lyrics, because we all want to know, both for ourselves and what our kiddos or family members are listening to and what that's actually saying. I mean, I think it could help a lot with even like mental health. You're thinking, oh my gosh, my kid listens to this song and these are the lyrics. Or, thank goodness, my kid only likes this kind of music.
Right.
I don't know. I think it's important.
Sometimes it's really surprising, because from the sound of the music, you would think that it's something
different.
different than it is. Like it can sound like it's like something really harsh and hateful or whatever, but
Right.
if you're actually listening to the words, it's very affirming, and it's helping you get your anger out and find different ways to do things. Or it can sound super innocent,
Yep.
and it's totally not.
Well, here's the question. Did White Winter Hymnal make it onto the list of the 100 best rated holiday songs? We're going to find out. We've got that for you when we come back. We're going to dive into that and a little bit more. It's all happening right about now.
2, 3, 4.
Yes, we're back, everybody. Okay, before the break, during the break, I put my glasses on.
He did.
I want to be
needed
like Betsy.
me.
If you can't tell, this is an intervention show, really. It's to tell Betsy that I'm trying to find ways to be more like her.
That's I don't know if I should be flattered or scared.
A healthy mix of both.
Okay.
That's what
We'll go with just an even mix of both things.
Okay, we were talking about the song White Winter Hymnal by
Yes.
Fleet Foxes, which has become a Christmas song throughout the years, and that led us to look up and search the top 100 holiday songs of all time on Billboard. This is according to Billboard. So I thought we would go down. I know you're looking at the list. I'm curious, do you think White Winter Hymnal is on this list anywhere?
I cheated.
Okay, you know it is.
I know that it is.
Where is it? Tell us.
It is number 100.
It is, but it's not even the Fleet Foxes version.
Fleet Foxes version. It is the Pentatonics version,
Right.
which is actually probably the version you've heard. They
I'm allergic to it.
took it, apparently. They took it and turned it into, I think that's where it really became
You know what's
the
funny
more Christmassy
is
version.
that I have not heard that version. I have only heard the
You
Fleet
not.
Foxes version. We just spot and go through some of these. I think Jingle Bells is a classic. This is Michael Bublé's version. You got Oh Holy Night by Josh Groban, which I'm a little surprised isn't higher on the list.
Yeah.
Personally.
That does feel like it should have placed higher.
Classic Andy Williams, Do You Hear What I Hear, coming in at number 91 there.
Mhm.
Carol of the Bells by John Williams, which I'm assuming is from the Home Alone soundtrack. Is that one.
Probably. I love Carol of the
Oh,
Bells.
yeah. It's a great one. You got Whitney, the late, great Whitney Houston singing Do You Hear What I Hear?
Beautiful version.
This Michael Bublé version of I'll Be Home for Christmas, this album of his Christmas album, is always one of the top listened to albums during this sort of season.
Michael Bublé has that jazzy voice that
Yeah.
just lends itself to that older Christmassy style of music.
For sure. I'm a little bit surprised to see Katy Perry's Cozy Little Christmas on here.
That one is interesting to me.
And
that
it's
it
above
made-
several others, which I would consider to be more
Mhm.
Christmassy.
It beat out quite a bit, landing at 79.
Right.
Go Katy Perry.
Yeah. You got Silent Night by the Temptations, which is a classic. That's fun. And then one of my favorites from my childhood is the Chipmunk song, right? So the Chipmunks making an appearance at number 72.
Love that one.
Um,
Mele Kalikimaka, that one's always
oh,
fun.
always great. A couple more Michael Bublé's in there.
Mhm.
Jingle Bell Rock by Daryl Hall, John Oates, Hall & Oates.
I mean, that song, as soon as you say Jingle Bell Rock,
Yeah.
my brain starts playing it.
Yeah. Got O Tenenbaum by the Vince Guaraldi Trio. They also do like the Charlie Brown music.
And the Charlie Brown theme song made it on the list.
Yeah, of course. In Sync coming in at number 64 with Merry
Mhm.
Christmas, Happy Holidays. I haven't thought about that song in 20 plus years. So, but there they are.
Probably from around the 4 or 5 years that
Yeah.
it came out. Yeah.
One of my favorite albums recently. I don't know if a lot of people have listened to Idina Menzel's Christmas albums. But
I have
she-
not, but I bet that's
She's fantastic, and she
amazing.
does a version of "Baby It's Cold Outside" with Michael Bublé.
Okay.
One of the things I love about that too is that Idina Menzel is Jewish, right? So
Yes.
like just showing the cross cultural phenomenon of the holidays and putting those together in the same space is really kind of beautiful to me. So I love Idina's done not one but 2 holiday albums. that you
I
can
am
listen
going to
to.
have to pull that up
Yeah.
when we are done here and listen. Jason,
Yes.
all I want for Christmas is a hippopotamus.
I love that song. I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. I mean, literally, we were singing that this morning on Good Day NWA
Oh, I love that.
because it's so
Mhm.
fun. Taylor Swift's Last Christmas making an appearance. And you got the Rat Pack on here several times. It's worth pointing out.
Yes, there
know,
are several
Dean
where
and Frank and
it's a song that's already appeared, but it's
Right.
a different person's version.
Burl Ives is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I'm sure Rudolph is
Quintessential
on there.
Christmas sound.
And the Carpenters, to me, Merry
Mhm.
Christmas, Darling. Karen Carpenter's such an iconic voice, especially this time of year. I feel like everybody's listened to their Christmas album.
I love that. Do You Want to Build a Snowman?
Yes.
Made
You
made
Wanna
the
Build a
Christmas
Snowman?
list. That's
sure.
one that just perpetually plays in my head on repeat.
And then the Jimmy Durante version of Frosty the Snowman, which we all know
Mhm.
from the cartoon,
From the cartoon.
Hanna-Barbera Frosty the Snowman. Fantastic. And then Mariah Carey starts making an appearance here with Christmas, Baby Please Come Home. Of course, that's not the one that she's most famous for, but
Right,
she's
but
starting to
she's
make the list, right?
Jumping in there.
People love Pentatonics this time of year, too. I know Jill listens to that all the time. Little Drummer Boy is on here, coming in at number 43 with the Jackson 5 taking number 42, Santa Claus is Coming to Town.
The Bruce Springsteen.
And then the Bruce Springsteen version is at
of Santa Claus
41.
is Coming to Town.
Both of them are classics, right?
Yes.
Great stuff.
Heading on up, Run Run Rudolph.
Run,
That's
Run,
always
Rudolph.
a fun one.
Yeah,
Chuck
and
Berry jumping in there.
Where Are You Christmas? Of course, from The
From
Grinch.
the Grinch.
Little Saint Nick. And there it is, the Peanuts theme making an appearance on number 34.
Love me some Peanuts, especially the Christmas one.
And then we've got Do They Know It's Christmas, the Band-Aid version, which is putting, tons of famous pop stars all together in the same space to raise money for folks in Africa.
That one is I feel like they should do stuff like that more. Get all of the
doesn't
artists
that seem like
together.
it's a lost art? We used to do that back in the
Yeah.
maybe 80s, 90s. We had all these big... They've done that version of that song, I feel like a few different times. They try to revive it, and they're like...
Mhm.
And now it's with the people that you know.
Right.
But at the same time, I'm like, can we come up with a new song?
I feel like with all of the talent,
Right.
there should be a new song.
Get
Get on it, people.
Pentatonics on there again with Hallelujah.
Beautiful song.
Oh, yeah, Trans-Siberian Orchestra with Christmas Canon. Okay, we're getting into the top 20 now.
Yes.
So, Wonderful Christmas Time by Paul McCartney. I can hear that in my head.
Mhm.
Simply Having a Wonderful Christmas Time. Santa Tell Me by Ariana Grande comes in above that, and I have never heard that song. So
I was just
can't
thinking
even
that
say
too.
anything about it
I don't know that one.
either. I
don't
love
know that
Ariana,
song.
but I don't know that song.
And honestly, two above that,
Yeah,
Mistletoe by
Mistletoe.
Justin Bieber.
Don't know it.
I don't know that. I don't know that
Blue
one.
Christmas, obviously, Elvis Presley.
Yes.
Happy Christmas, War is Over. Yes, John and Yoko.
Mhm.
Then Pentatonics' Mary Did You Know?
Jumping in there again.
It's
More
beginning to-
Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
More Trans-Siberian, more Michael Bublé. White Christmas coming in at number 10. I feel like you could throw these top 10 probably in any order. They're all number
Yeah.
one, really, at the end of the day. But White
Once
Christmas.
you get up here to this top
Yes.
10, these are the ones when you think of a Christmas song,
This is it.
this is what pops in your head.
And then at number 9, Let It Snow by Dino and Wham's Last Christmas is number 8. The Most Wonderful Time of the Year by Andy Williams. Feliz Navidad, which it hasn't been until this year when I've realized that song has so very few lyrics to it. It's just
Does it
repetitive.
say anything other than Feliz Navidad?
Feliz
No,
Navidad.
it does.
Yes. Prospero año infelicidad.
Yeah. Okay, but that's
Want to
it.
wish you a Merry Christmas. I
Then
want to wish
they
you a Merry
translate- yeah.
Christmas. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. That's it.
That's
Those are
it.
the lyrics to that
Over
song.
and over and over
Yeah,
again.
kind of like White Winter Hymnal. It's just the same thing over and over.
Huh.
Burl Ives, A Holly Jolly Christmas at number 5, and then The Christmas Song by Nat King Cole.
Mhm.
Jingle Bell Rock, Rockin' Around the Christmas
Rockin'
Tree.
around the Christmas tree.
And then Mimi the Queen up at number 1 with All I Want for Christmas Is You. Are there some favorites that you enjoyed that did not make it on this list? Or even versions of songs. Like for me, iconic to me probably is any Harry Connick Jr. Christmas album. Big band sort of vibe to it. So he does a great Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer that I hear on the radio. I'm surprised it's not on this list anywhere.
Harry Connick Jr., he's not on here.
No.
He's fantastic. I'm a big fan of Trans-Siberian Orchestra this time of year. It's on here a couple of times, but I feel like
Is there Carol of the Bells on here? That's the one.
Their Carol of the Bells is not the one.
Right. They
on
used
here.
John Williams on here, and
Mhm.
I feel like the one Trans-Siberian Orchestra song that I identify with Christmas instantly is Carol of
Is
the Bells.
Carol of
so
the Bells.
it's a little bit of a surprise.
I mean, I feel like this really is hitting my
That's your sweet spot?
top 100 right here, my top 10 especially. There's some fun versions back in the day when I was in retail and you had all of the different versions of these popping in.
Yes.
Some of those are fun, but this really is, this would be what I would put on
On your list.
my list right
That's
here.
it.
Mhm.
Okay,
What about you? You got something else that's sticking in your head that you're like,
Oh,
why wasn't
anything
that
from
there?
the Muppets Christmas Carol should be on there.
Oh, yes.
But that's just me. I'm a big puppet fan, so I'm a big kid. What are you gonna do?
I scour to make sure that every year we get to watch the Muppet Christmas
Yes.
Carol, that we get to watch Charlie Brown Christmas.
I
that
would
we get
put
to
the
watch-
Heat Miser, Snow Miser song on there.
Oh my goodness, yes.
I know we had a few Burl Ives, sort of Hanna-Barbera or whatever. Is
Mhm.
that Rankin and Bass is the word I'm looking for. Rankin and Bass specials songs, but I feel like that's one that's missing. The Heat Miser and Snow Miser song. Okay, so we're gonna keep with sort of a chilly theme, and we're gonna look at the Winter Olympics because there have been some new things that have developed. Right? How would you say that? What would you fill us in to know about that, Betsy?
So I would say that we have expanded some of our categories a little bit, making them a little bit more inclusive. And then they created a new, they did not create a new sport, but they
Right.
added a new sport.
Which is?
Skimo, ski mountaineering.
I'm trying to look through this article to find out what it is.
Yeah, so it is very similar to cross country skiing, but you
Uh-huh.
are going downhill, uphill. They at one point even they have extra pads on the bottom of their skis that allow them to go uphill, but there are points in this event where they actually take their skis off and have to speed hike
Oh,
up the top of the hill, and then it ends in from the top, they have to race down to the bottom of the mountain, and it's a speed. It's all speed if it's one giant race. But you start out flat and you start climbing, and you eventually start hiking up to the top of your mountain. I think this will be interesting to watch.
Seems like something you would actually do.
I really want to try it. I really want to try it. It looks fun. It gives you just a little like cross country skiing.
Yeah.
Really, really cool, really fun. But then we're adding in the mountain hiking and then having to race your way down the other side.
Right.
I'm all for it.
Yeah.
Team USA has a group going that's doing it. And then they've just added in some more options of things that we already
I've seen
know.
several events that like traditionally men have done these events, and now they're
Uh-huh.
expanding them to include a women's event as well, which is really cool.
Mhm.
So, you know, the Olympics always captivate me. I know that might be a hot take. I don't know. Some people think maybe it takes up too much TV time and they want to be watching their shows
Oh no!
or whatever.
We've always during the Olympics. I feel like
Yeah.
we have at least one TV in the house
Tuned
or
to
a
the
computer
Olympics.
screen or
Yeah.
something that is dedicated to the Olympics
100%.
and what's playing, and we're flipping around the different places to find all of the different sports. And I personally find the Winter Olympics more captivating than the Summer Olympics.
What do you think it is about that? Is it just because we're cold and we're inside anyway, so we like are
Maybe.
captivated to watch our screen?
Maybe that's what it is. I feel like the Winter Olympic events, you don't have as many events that feel like they just take forever and ever and
Sure.
ever and ever. And I fully appreciate all of the track runners, everything that they go through, all of the different types of events, but there's so many heats, and
Yeah.
so it takes
Those events are very-
so
yeah.
long to
And we
get
don't even
through
see all of
those.
that,
We
you know. I mean, you
don't.
can, I guess, if you got the Special Olympics, not
Mhm.
Special Olympics, but the
The-
Olympics channel that is special.
Right.
You can see all of those different heats of the runners, but
Mhm.
as far as primetime coverage, you only get to see very little, which is still a huge amount.
Still a huge amount. And I love to watch ice skating. Skiing is fun to watch. Even cross country skiing is fun to watch. Watching people do luge
Yeah,
and
skeleton is terrifying.
and I
I'm on the edge of my seat, just
Oh,
hoping that they survive
right?
most of the
just
time, to be honest.
please don't hit your head on anything. Don't come
Right.
flying off. Don't like make it down to the bottom.
Yeah.
It's intense to sit and watch.
But it's fun. And
But it is so fun.
that's coming our way really soon.
Mm-hmm.
So
Just right
stay
around the
tuned to our
corner.
NBC stations for that. Okay, we're going to take a quick break now and then give you a little bit of a snapshot of some things you can do here in Northwest Arkansas, how you can elevate your winter season. Maybe you got family coming into town for the holidays. We got some stuff that you're going to want to know about that you can do. So stay with us. We'll have more of that coming up right about now.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Welcome back, everybody. It's us right about now, Jason and Betsy. And we said we would do it, and we're going to do it. We're going to give
gonna.
you an opportunity to know about some things that are happening just around Northwest Arkansas. And the first one to talk about is pretty exciting, and that is the ribbon cutting at a newly expanded Yvonne Richardson Center. So,
Friends.
yeah,
Jason,
awesome.
did your kids ever do anything in the Yvonne Richardson Center? How much experience do you have with that?
Minimal amount.
Yeah. So,
But I have been there personally, not with my kids, but I've been there a few times, yes.
okay. So it is, if you've ever been there, it's amazing. And I love that we have this space, but it is small.
Right.
They have expanded the Yvonne Richardson Center. They did the ribbon cutting yesterday. It's a 30-year-old community center, originally started by Nolan Richardson in honor of his daughter in 1996. It underwent a 3,800 square foot expansion, adding in a teaching kitchen, multi-purpose classrooms, and redoing that old gym floor.
Yeah.
The Yvonne
phenomenal.
Richardson Center, like this, it's an amazing thing that we have this in our area.
For sure. I'm bringing up a news article right now. Shout out to our friends over at the Fayetteville Flyer.
Yes.
But you can see work has been going on for this, and they did the ribbon cutting ceremony on Wednesday the 17th to celebrate that newly expanded renovation. And just to give you some numbers, the 30-year-old community center underwent a almost 4,000 square foot expansion that added that teaching kitchen, multi-purpose classrooms, and that new hardwood gym floor, which I feel like when you are dealing with Nolan Richardson's royalty here in Northwest Arkansas, you got to have a good hardwood floor, right?
Yes,
So
for
the fact that they're finally doing that is awesome. So really cool.
The Yvonne Richardson Center houses so many things that you don't even realize. My kids, when they were little, were in wrestling for a little bit. My two of my boys were. We practiced there. They have adult volleyball at the Yvonne Richardson Center. They do a ton of summer and during school camps and after school activities. Homeschool community groups come in and use the Yvonne Richardson Center. It's great to have this in our area, and I'm so excited for them that they finally got the expansion that they need and deserve.
Yep, that's right. The construction there officially began in June of 2024. So here we are. Exciting stuff happening. Let's see, what else can we go to? Let's talk about stuff happening at the Momentary. Our friends over at Crystal Bridges and the Momentary got a lot of fun upcoming programming, including announcing the lineup for 2026 Collide.
So did you know that Collide existed?
Yes, because of all the work that we do
That's true.
Crystal Bridges and the Momentary.
You've got a little leg up. But if you did not know, the Momentary puts on monthly a pop-up nightclub, and they go all out. A lot of fun, electronic dance music. They just announced their 2026 lineup.
That's right. You can see them right there on your screen right now, as well as the dates. So from January all the way through May 21st are the dates that they announced, and they've got something happening every month.
Takes me back to my college days.
Does it? You used to go to the Momentary and Club?
Not the Momentary.
I'm sure it was
I used to go
Kraft
to
Cheese
nightclubs
Factory.
and dance.
I can see you dancing along with the cheese workers at the Kraft Factory.
Yes.
The Momentary used to be a Kraft Cheese Factory.
Yeah,
I feel like
I know.
people who don't have context might not know that.
If you don't have enough understanding of
Right.
where the Momentary is and what it was, that's where he's going.
Yes,
That's where
totally.
he's going with all of that.
Another thing that you can get involved with at the Momentary, they have bringing back, I'm waiting for that webpage to load, they are bringing back Send It South, which is a really cool festival that's coming up in February. They did it last year, and it combines mountain biking and the love of mountain biking in Northwest Arkansas with music. So they have several opportunities over kind of a 3, maybe 4-day weekend sort of thing where you can go and have fun, and they call it Send It South. So another festival that's coming up. Momentary is always doing some great stuff. So keep your eyes peeled for all of that. Have you been to many shows at the Momentary?
We've been to a handful of shows at the Momentary.
Okay.
Both inside their different displays and exhibits that they have, but then also music on the lawn. Is so it's such a neat place to go.
Oh yeah.
To have this great big gorgeous green space and get to listen to some fantastic music and hang out in your lawn chair and have an adult beverage and relax.
That's right. Yes. We, Ultra Suede, the party band that I'm in, had the opportunity to play there in their Roadhouse venue, which is inside.
The inside venue.
It's really cool if you are, and often what they bring to the Roadhouse, not Ultra Suede, the band's been around for like 30 years, but they often bring up-and-coming artists who you might not have heard of, but are on their way up, and you're about to hear about them, and they're going to win Grammys and be nominated for awards and things like that.
And you get to be first in. I heard them before they went big.
That's right. Yes. So anyway, I've got the details of Send It South. Tickets are available now. It's $75 for a pass, or $60 if you decide to be a member of the Momentary, which becoming a member of something, the Momentary, Crystal Bridges, the Jones Center, anything that offers a membership program, it's a great holiday gift. If you're looking for that last minute holiday buy, that is a great idea.
Fantastic holiday gifts.
Yeah.
And it it never ceases to amaze me how much easier it is to just get yourself to get up and go somewhere when you're already a member of it. When you're not having to just pay that day pass every time you go.
That's right.
Takes that one little barrier away. So if you are one of those people who's like, man, I wish I went to the museum more. Man, I wish I went ice skating more. Man, I wish I did listen to music more.
Yep.
Went and actually listened to live music more. Get a membership to one of these places. Go and do it.
So a couple more things. I was listening, but I agree with you. I'm just
sure you were.
trying to.
I know how
We
it
got
is.
like 2 minutes left, so let's go through some performing
Okay.
arts things. I think we talked about these last time,
Mhm.
but it is imperative to talk about It's a Wonderful Life. You can't beat it. It's happening at Theater Squared. You still have a chance to see it. And you should. It's an absolutely phenomenal show. Go get your tickets while you can. I know they were having a little bit of an illness issue. Some performances were canceled.
They
Hopefully,
were.
they've moved past that at this point. You
Wishing
still
them
have
all the healthy genes.
Yes. You gotta see it before it goes away. It's all the way through Christmas Eve. It's the story you know and love, acted out in front of you on stage. It's fascinating. It's a great show. And then a holiday favorite for many people is Mrs. Doubtfire. Well, just a favorite, I should say.
Just
but
a favorite.
they're-
Yeah.
But it does kind of have the vibes of the holiday, talking about joy, talking about sacrifice. Those sorts of themes ring true with both Mrs. Doubtfire and the holiday season. So you can go see this one at Walton Arts Center. Limited run there, just going from the 19th to the 21st. There's 4 performance opportunities because there is a matinee on Saturday, and then the show on Sunday is also a matinee. So 2 7:30 shows, 2 2 o'clock shows. No reason not to go out and pay them a
And
visit.
even if you have to go at this point, you might have a ticket here and a ticket there.
Yeah,
Even
do
if you
it.
can't sit right next to the person
Yeah.
you wanted to go with, go anyway.
You're going to see your family anyway all over the holidays, so why not split up on opposite sides of the theater and give yourself a break, right?
Get to just enjoy.
Go get a cup of wine from the bar and just sit there and have fun with Mrs. Doubtfire. Okay, so we got something exciting coming up next week. We're going to be focused on all things holiday because it will be just past Christmas and it will be leading up to New Year. So we're going to be in that sweet spot when we join you next week. Betsy, as always, thanks for coming on right about now.
I always have a blast.
Awesome. We'll see you all next time. And as we say every time, you certainly can't be right about everything, but you can be right about now. See you next time.